The United States Navy has a math problem. To shoot down a cheap $5,000 drone from Venezuela or the Houthis, we have to fire a missile that costs $2 million. It is a financial suicide mission, and China knows it. They don't have to beat our ships, they just have to bankrupt our ammo supply. But that strategy just died, because the Navy is quietly testing a weapon that doesn't cost millions. It doesn't cost thousands. It costs $13 per shot. It has infinite ammo. It moves at the speed of light, and it's the one thing that turns a drone swarm into a pile of burning plastic. Today we're looking at the classified laser tech that is about to change the Caribbean crisis forever. The Caribbean Sea is no longer just a vacation destination. It's become a war zone. Venezuelan cartels are flooding American shores with narcotics. Iranian drones guide their submarines through our interdiction zones. And the Trump administration just declared them unlawful combatants, granting the military wartime powers to strike in international waters. The USS Gerald R. Ford, America's most advanced aircraft carrier, has been deployed to the region. MQ-9 Reapers are hunting drug boats. Hellfire missiles rain down from the sky. But there's a problem. Every time we fire a Hellfire, we burn through $150,000. The cartels? They're building speedboats for 50 grand each. They send 100. We shoot down 10. They still win. The old playbook is bankrupt. So the Navy did something radical. They authorized a weapon that flips the entire equation. Let's start with the enemy. Venezuelan cartels are not street gangs anymore. They're paramilitary organizations with billion-dollar budgets and state-level support. Since 2024, Tehran has been quietly supplying them with Shahed 136 kamikaze drones, the same drones Russia uses in Ukraine. These $20,000 weapons can loiter for hours, spot U.S. Coast Guard cutters, and relay coordinates to cartel submarines. The narco subs themselves are engineering marvels. Semi-submersible vessels built in jungle shipyards, fiberglass hulls, diesel engines, radar profiles smaller than a fishing boat. They carry 6 tons of cocaine per trip. Street value? $200 million. And they're disposable. If the Coast Guard intercepts one, the crew scuttles it and swims away. The cartel writes off the loss and builds 3 more. Volume is their strategy. Saturation is their weapon. For every boat we catch, 5 get through. For every drone we shoot down with a $2 million missile, they launch 10 more with pocket change. The math doesn't work. And that's before we talk about the Iranian shadow fleet. Intelligence reports confirm that Venezuelan militias are now training with Iranian military advisors, not just on drones, on swarm tactics, coordinated attacks using dozens of cheap autonomous systems designed to overwhelm billion-dollar destroyers. This is asymmetric warfare perfected. They don't need to sink our ships. They just need to drain our missile magazines. And when we run out of ammo, the sea lanes belong to them. Enter the weapon. It's not a bullet. It's not a missile. It's not even kinetic. It's a directed energy laser system called HELIOS, high-energy laser, with integrated optical dazzler and surveillance, mounted on the deck of an Arleigh Burke-class destroyer, and it costs $13 per shot. Here's how it works. The system generates a concentrated beam of light, 60 kilowatts of raw energy, focused tighter than a pencil. When that beam hits a drone, the surface heats to 3,000 degrees in under 2 seconds. The plastic melts, the electronics fry, the drone drops like a stone. No explosion, no shrapnel, no missile trails lighting up the sky, just silent, invisible death at the speed of light. And here's the beautiful part. It runs on electricity. The destroyer's turbine generators produce more power than the ship can use. That excess energy, it gets routed into capacitors that charge the laser. Fire it once, wait 3 seconds, fire again. As long as the ship has fuel, the laser has infinite ammo. Compare that to traditional missile defense. A destroyer carries 96 vertical launch cells. Each cell holds 1 missile. Fire all 96, and you're defenseless until you return to port for a reload. A process that takes weeks and costs tens of millions. The laser doesn't reload. It just keeps firing. $13 per kill. No logistics train, no supply ships, no waiting, and it's already operational. In August 2025, the USS Preble conducted live fire tests off the coast of Puerto Rico. The target? A swarm of 50 simulated Iranian drones programmed to mimic Shahed 136 attack patterns. The laser achieved a 98% kill rate. 50 drones, $650 in electricity. If they'd used missiles, $75 million. Now let's talk about what this means strategically. The Caribbean has always been a backwater for the Navy. Patrol boats, Coast Guard cutters, the occasional frigate on a goodwill tour. But that just changed. With Helios deployed, the Navy can sustain continuous operations in the region without worrying about ammunition depletion. A single destroyer with a laser system can patrol the Windward Passage indefinitely, intercepting drones, disabling speedboat engines, and burning out cartel radar systems without firing a single kinetic round. This is a paradigm shift. Before, the calculus was simple. Every engagement cost us money. We couldn't afford to waste. Commanders had to choose which threats to engage and which to let slip through. Now, engage everything. Burn every drone out of the sky. Disable every fast boat. Make it so expensive for the cartels to operate that they abandon the Caribbean entirely. And here's the geopolitical angle. China has been watching our ammunition problem closely. They've built their entire naval strategy around swarming US carrier groups with cheap drones and anti-ship missiles. The idea is to force us to expend our entire missile inventory, defending against low-cost threats, leaving us defenseless when the real attack comes. The laser kills that strategy. Beijing's strategists are now facing a terrifying reality. Their billion-dollar investment in drone swarm technology just became obsolete, because you can't bankrupt a weapon that costs $13 per shot, and you can't overwhelm a system with infinite ammo. Of course, Tehran isn't sitting still. Intelligence reports from late 2025 indicate that Iranian advisors are now training Venezuelan militias in electronic warfare, specifically laser countermeasures, reflective coatings, ablative armor, spinning rotors that disperse the beam's energy. They're trying to harden their drones against directed energy. But here's the problem with that strategy. Adding reflective coatings increases weight. Heavier drones need bigger engines. Bigger engines cost more money. More money means fewer drones. And if you're only launching 10 drones instead of 100, the laser still wins. Because even if it takes 10 shots to down a single hardened drone, that's still only $130. The economics still favor us, and the Navy knows this. That's why they're not stopping at 60 kilowatt systems. The next generation currently in testing outputs 300 kilowatts, enough power to burn through hardened armor in under a second, enough power to disable fast boats from 5 miles away, enough power to blind Iranian reconnaissance satellites. This is not just a weapon, it's a strategic checkmate. Here's the twist nobody saw coming. The $13 weapon isn't just about the Caribbean. It's about rewriting the rules of naval warfare forever. For 70 years, the global balance of power has been determined by who can afford the most expensive weapons. Aircraft carriers, stealth bombers, hypersonic missiles. The logic was simple. More money equals more power. But the laser breaks that logic. Because when your weapon costs $13 and the enemy's costs $5,000, you win by default. China's entire strategy relies on overwhelming us with cheap throwaways. Now we have a weapon that's even cheaper. Russia's drone swarms in Ukraine? Obsolete. Iran's kamikaze boats in the Strait of Hormuz? Target practice. North Korea's artillery shells raining down on Seoul? Burned out of the sky before they land. This is the moment the 21st century officially begins. The era of kinetic supremacy is over. The era of directed energy has arrived, and America got there first. Not because we spent the most money, but because we solved the problem nobody else thought to ask. What if the weapon didn't need ammo at all? The USS Gerald R. Ford is still patrolling the Caribbean tonight. Her escorts are armed with HELIOS, and every cartel submarine, every Iranian drone, every cheap throwaway weapon sent to test our resolve will meet the same fate. $13, speed of light, infinite magazine. The cartels thought they could outlast us. They were wrong, because America's power is not measured in the cost of our weapons. It's measured in the brilliance of our engineers and the resolve of our sailors. And that will never run out.